Shalom. I want to start off this lesson by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the Akim out there pushing this truth throughout the four corners of the earth and to the hopeful elect. This quick little lesson is going to go into this article, and the topic is World War III. And the headline is Germany fears Putin could start World War III. And we all know that according to prophecy, that that Russia is going to start World War III. You know, Russia's going to be that is going to basically lead the charge against Babylon the Great, which is America, and that's basically going to be World War III, and the downfall of this kingdom, and Yahweh Shai coming to deliver his elect out of that destruction that is going to be caused through ICBM missiles and the destruction from the laser beams from the chariots. So I'm just going to read a little bit of this article. Europe is bracing for the possibility that Russian President Vladimir Putin might escalate the conflict in Ukraine and extend hostilities to NATO member states, as indicated by leaked documents from German Ministry of Defense published by the German newspaper Bild. These documents suggest that Germany's military is preparing for a potential hybrid Russian assault in Eastern Europe. The leaked information outlines several alarming scenarios, including one named Alliance Defense 2025, which could begin as early as February, with Russia mobilizing an additional 200,000 troops. This mobilization could follow a declare in Western financial support for Ukraine, leading to significant Russian offense in the spring, a New York Post report said. So these other nations know what's coming. They know that war is coming, and World War III is coming. The war to basically end all wars, because that will be the final war. There will be no more war after World War III takes place, because Yahweh Shai will have set up his kingdom, and this earth will be ruled in righteousness. So I just want to get a few precepts that go into that. This is Jeremiah 28:8, and it reads, "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence." So the prophets, for years, decades, have been prophesying of the war that is to come, and we all know that Russia is a main piece into this World War III taking place, and the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushua have been prophesying this, way before it was even mainstream news. And there's never been a time like now where there's so much talks about World War III. Since I'm 33, and I've never heard about so much talks of World War III until I would say the last 2 years. You know, a lot of talks about nuclear weapons and ICBMs. Never never heard, like, the war in Iraq. Like, none of that was headlined about World War III. Like, that was, you know obviously that's a build up to many other things, but now now there's so much talks about World War III. Verse 9, the prophet which prophes like the prophet which prophesieth of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord has truly sent him. So, these scoffers out here, these unbelievers that that scoff at, you know what the prophets have been prophesying, they're going to see very soon that these are truly men of Yahweh Shem Shai, and then that they were sent to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. And then people are gonna want to, listen and take in to what's being said, but it might be too late at that time. This is Joel chapter 2, verse 28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. And there's a lot of videos right now of brothers and, maybe their seeds, or I've seen different videos of young children. I think it was GMS Watchman that posted it. I'm not sure, but yeah, that this is taking place right now. Many visions of Jacob's trouble and of the sudden destruction of this place. And even before I even knew about this truth, I'll never forget that I would always dream about nuclear destruction, and it was one thing that I would constantly dream about as at a young age, and I never, I used to wake up and just be shook, and I never used to understand it. But now with the Lord blessing me with this truth, everything, is making sense. Even, back then, men and women and children having visions, and it's even more so now. And that's how we know that we're getting closer to the return of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We are paying attention to what is going on. We pay attention to the headlines. We don't get caught up in celebrity gossip and the entertainment of this world. We pay attention to these headlines. The headlines that mainstream news, are not really pushing right now. This is Ezekiel chapter 38, and I'll start at verse 1. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog and the land of Magog. And we know that represents Russia, and that land, that landmass. The chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophecy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord thy power, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. Yeah, because it, you know, down there in Russia, a lot of Edomites, reside there in that land, in those mountains, and I believe that's what the term Magog, you know, goes into. Uh, is that mountains, that powerful that powerful government, which is Russia, and the Lord is against these people. He's against these Edomites. He has no love for them. Yes, there's Israelites that are amongst those people, but the majority of them are Edomites, and they are wicked. And the Lord is using these people to bring forth prophecy, to bring forth His will, because He is in control of everything. Verse 4, this is the point. And I will turn thy back and put hooks into the jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, and all them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. And the Lord is putting that spirit upon Vladimir Putin to push war, and to stir everything up, and to gather, these other nations to go against Babylon the Great, that harlot, because they're tired of it, and that just shows the true power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, he runs everything. He's running the show here, not these, not Biden, not Putin, not none of these world leaders. They're not running the show. The show is being ran by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and he is turning, he's using Russia as that weapon of war, and this is all prophecy being fulfilled right before our eyes. Wars and rumors of war, and it's just building up. And Lord willing, in this year, 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, that war will build up like we've never seen before, and it will bring us closer to the destruction and the salvation of the elect, the destruction of these people, of these wicked people, and the salvation of the hopeful elect. And but we know, even with all this talks of war, we know that chip, that chip has to be presented. The technology is out there, and we don't know how it's gonna come, whether it's gonna be through a financial collapse or another pandemic. But that even with all this talk of war, we know that the chip it's the main course of this downfall. That has to happen. This is Joel chapter 3 verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near, and let them come up. So yeah, it's a time of war. It's not a time of peace. There's no peace coming to this place. It's just war and destruction. And this is what the prophets are pushing. We ain't pushing that peace. Yes, peace will come to the nation of Israel, but first war must come. First judgment must come. And closing precept is Revelation 11, chapter 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And that woe is that destruction, that war. Man, there's been one world war, two world war, and the third is coming quickly. And there's gonna be no war after that. So we're gonna continue to be on our watch and pay attention to what's going on as things build up. We see what's going over there in Israel with Palestine, and we pray that the things just speed up and just boil over, because we want to get out of here. We're sick of this place. We're sick of it. So I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the Akim out there pushing this truth throughout the four corners of the earth, and to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, until next time, Shalom.